Then again, he did name himself Kev to me. So I do want to point that part out. All right. The Reapers are on the way for either side. Will we see a double Reaper or an immediate reactor? Thank you, Jimmy Jam Jars. Welcome back. Yeah, we got the bingo cards in the chat. And we have the skin bug as he's producing a Marine, of course. Actually, it looks like this build is somewhat figured out. Are we going to see a starport? The 1-1-1, the Destiny Cloud Fist build to ramp things up. No, he's just going to expand. 280 gas in the bank and 0 fucks in the front. The Reaper coming up, and we'll be able to delay the expo. Takes down the SCV. Thank you, Toxic Tree. Welcome back. There's a Reaper on the other side. We've got the counter Reaper harass on both sides. The gas guys are taking an absolute fucking beating. The Reaper microing back. How many kills so far? He's racked up the most important one, the one building the command center. He will pull back. The Reaper on the other side. We have a single Marine. The SCV is going to engage a beautiful choke point, but the Marine unloading and a citizen's arrest as the SCVs are able to take down that Reaper and remove the opportunity. Another SCV coming up and will get gunned down in the streets right outside the factory. It went to work all day building that factory, finally got out of the factory, and what does it find? Somebody with dualies ready to shoot him in the face. All right, 2 Marines on the way. Why does everybody have to be using the goddamn skin that's bugged out since the last patch? I don't know. But we have a tank on the way on the other side. 3 more barracks, because you know what really gets your gas spent? Is more barracks. Fuck starports. They're overrated, all right? Starports are for the 1%. All right, this Reaper doing so much micro, in fact, that he's banked up 700 minerals and 500 gas on the other side. He's got money in the bank. Let me buy you a tank, girl. But it looks like he's actually just gonna go down and take his expansion. Wait, no, the two tank strike force and a Marine is. Anyways, 2 tanks. I don't. Oh. We'll have to see if he's ready. There's a tank not sieged up on the other side. Last I checked, 2 unsieged tanks will beat 1 unsieged tank, but that tank is now sieged. The bunker in the front. Will he attack? There's a scan. This one's out of Kev to mean onto the other side. He'll get vision of the production. The tanks feeling the heat from the siege tank on the high ground. Kev Demine will maintain that expansion and a 7 worker lead. Alright. So more goddamn Marines with this shitty bug on the way. Both players using the Marine skin, of course. The tanks will make their entire way back all the way home. And the starport with the reactor has finished up. I still am not sure. A single... what? 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 He's scouting for hidden bases in the loosest sense. He's not so much scouting as he sent the SCV out by clicking on the minimap, and he hoped it would actually scout relevant bases. And it kind of will. I mean, not really, but it kind of will. So, alright, plenty of tanks have been produced. Pretty much nothing else. But, yeah, that's about it. He's going with the tank strike force. Immediately scan. Beautiful scan there. A single, okay, 2 Vikings. He's going to have some air superiority. So, it really does look like his intention is to move up a ramp. I wouldn't recommend it as a professional amateur player myself, but yep, those are still 5 tanks and 5 Marines. Each tank has its own personal Marine escort. So is he gonna... Alright. So, this is not a good idea. He scans his own army. This scan is out of jazz here. Not entirely sure what he wanted to accomplish with that. But he will siege his way forward. Now he got a scan out of Keptamine. He does have air superiority. He's tank pushing his way forward. The Marines are getting fucking obliterated. There are no Marines on the deck anymore. He finally unleashes them. And Keptamine says, that's it. We're done. That's all it's going to take. He kills one tank. He kills one bunker. And he looks at him with a very intimidating scan on top of his own army. And that is going to be game number 1. And Keptamine's going to take it home with that beautifully, surprisingly effective tank push. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there either. But GG. All right, the next match is going to be El Deco versus Red. All right. So this time we're going to mix it up. Not a single Terran inside in the bottom right-hand corner. It is your Silver Protoss player in the red trunks. His name is El Deco. In the top left, we have, ironically enough, in the blue, it is Red. With the double extractor trick. Give me the drone rush! Go! No. Okay, apparently not. No Predator drones. And he's using the Overlord skin. Of course he is. So, we have one probe standing stoically by the pylon in the gateway to make sure this probe is not going to the enemy base. Let's follow its journey as the music swells. The first Overlord has decided he's gone far enough. He's made it all the way to the secondary ramp, and he will go no further. The probe is preparing a tribute of 5 minerals, which he is carrying in his mouth. You never, mouth? Whatever. But Red going with the double extractor cancel into 3 base build. A very creative opener. Another pylon is on the way. I'm still not sure what this... Oh, he's... Okay. And another pylon. Now, the thing about this is he doesn't even have warp gate, like, even close to finishing. So I'm not entirely sure what it... Is this like a proxy Stargate? He doesn't really have the gas. Whatever, fuck it. But we're gonna have to see what this pylon is going to empower. And a gate. Alright, we'll throw another gate up there. A warp gate has begun. Another gate as well. We're going with the classic 4 gate. We're throwing it back to 2010. Oh my god, this skin bug. Anyways. 10 Zerglings are on the way, though. So, while Red has picked up 3 bases, it looks like he's going to be the initial aggressor. The 3rd base has finished up. The worker count actually in favor of our Protoss player, who hasn't invested so much in his expansion so far. A Twilight Council is going to be the follow-up. Can he even get back there? Yes, he can. He slips right on by. Some Adepts are sauntering across the map. I think Adepts definitely have a saunter to them. I would definitely argue that. Another pylon, and you know what? I need to get on supply blocked, but you know what really sucks? You know what really grinds my gears? When I have to move my camera. So we're going to make another pylon over here. This Twilight Council. Are we going to see a Dark Shrine? Are we going to see Adept Glaives? Are we going to see charge lots for the charge for the Zero Zealots? Yes, Adept Glaives is the choice. A very strong choice of upgrade. The Overlords. One Overlord has made its way all the way across the map. He was coerced into actually moving from... Nope, actually that's the first Overlord. This was the first Overlord that was built. It was just kind of hanging out. Now, there are gateways in the darkness. The night is dark and full of adepts, also known as terrors. But the adepts are ready to shade. Zergling speed is on the way. Some queens as well. Adept glaives are about halfway done. The adepts are walking up, slaughtering the Zerglings. Literally no information was had by our Zerg player. How will these queens do? Who knows who could win the fight? 4 queens. Far too intimidating for a dozen adepts. And he leaves. Alright, because fuck that noise. Alright. Our next match is going to be gold versus gold. MJ 000 versus Slaughter in the bottom right. It is our Red Terran player. Slaughter. He literally just named himself Slaughter. That's like when everybody turns 14. Okay, you know you did it at some point. It's like XXX420 underscore Legolas XX 360 MLG no scope pro sniper XXX. And when you name yourself something so intense, this is Slaughter here. In the bottom left, it is MJ 000. We've got 2 SCVs out on the map, by the way, and they do not have passive intentions. These Rex on Rex being created on the other side. He has no gas, but he has a dream of victory in 5 minutes or less. Will we see an SCV scout? The barracks does create a wall, but if about half a dozen Marines walk up there against just 1 or 2. Okay. So nothing says there's nothing to see here, like building 3 depots at your wall at like the 2-minute mark. Somebody walks up, sees 3 depots ridiculously, or they say, well, I guess he has nothing. He's probably expanding. This SCV wanted to go home, but there is no home to go back to. He obviously has some mental health issues. We're just going to leave him outside. Alright. We got Rex on Rex on the other side of the map. Stim is on the way. Nothing says forethought like getting Stim for what by the time it finishes will be approximately 5 Marines. That way he can inspire even more to become addicted to combat drugs. All right. Thank you, Scrappy2K, for the sub as well. Thank you for joining us. And you know what? You know what's a great follow-up to making more depots than you need? Making more depots. Anyways, the Marines are ready. This just in, 4 Marines successfully counters 2 Marines. A tank is on the way. Will he be able to defend? It's actually looking pretty deep. What? Just fight the damn Marines! He's buying time somehow. The tank will siege and unleash hell on one Marine. Slaughter will be the slaughtered if he tries to come up that ramp. But Stim is almost done. That way these two Marines can be the most effective two Marines of all time. Another one. The worker count is now 24 to 19. What is his plan? So he can't go up that ramp. But he's going to continue building Marines so that way he can't go up that ramp even harder. And another depot, except this one's kind of justified. This one makes sense. Alright. The Rex have even lifted. They're going to find their way back across the map.
Serve your High Lord.
Thank you, Raced. Welcome back. There's a second tank. Two tanks will make it impossible to come up this ramp. They'll obliterate the Marines before they even get close. But only one tank sieged means he has a dream. He has a hope. He has a whisper. There is an expo on the way. On the other side, there is none. MJ 000. Looking at 46 supply, while Slaughter at only 40. Two tanks are sieged up. Will we see these Marines be thrown into the meat grinder? Or will he attempt to expand? It looks like he's ready to expo. On the other side, 3 tanks makes for a terrifying proposition for unupgraded Marines. Oh, we will have to see. A Liberator has joined the fray. The very first factory, he is light years behind in tech. Will we see a drop? Ooh. A double tank Liberator drop. This could be terrifying. Slaughter at 42 out of 78 supply. The Marines are at the front, but the attack will be coming into the back. As Slaughter goes forward. A boost! The Liberator is in position. The Marines are not. Alright, the medevac unloads its payload. Will the SCVs be full? These tanks are fully sieged. Medevacs above, Marines and tanks on the ground. I think it's going to be enough. That tanks are shelling the Marines. There's almost nothing left already. This was over from the start. The stim used on those like 7 bio units. And that's just it. That's game over. GG. Rip. Alright, the next match is going to be once again on Newkirk Precinct. But this time, we have in the bottom left-hand corner, we have Noka in the red trunks with the probes. In the bottom right, we have the Terran, Neo Cyborg X. And once again, we have nope. We're just gonna get 2 depots. You know what's better than 1 depot? 2 depots. I did the math. It's twice as many. All right, it's bigly better. And we're going to go with the Noah's Ark build here. Everything will be done by 2s. 2 depots. 2 refineries. What will be the follow-up? A Rex right down the center. This probe didn't even have a hope. Well, it wasn't actually scouting into the base, but close enough. Will this be a hard wall? No. That's going to leave enough space that an Adept, a Zealot could fit through. But larger units like Stalkers, Immortals, or your Mother definitely could not. So that'll be interesting. Thank you, Durka. Welcome back. Happy birthday. As well. Alright, Neo Cyborg. Once again, going with the 2x2. We got 2 barracks on the way. Only a single engineering bay. Plenty of gas in the bank. A Twilight Council as well. And a double reactor to follow it up. 2x2. The buildings trickled through. Will we see a Dark Shrine? I think it is incredibly likely. The classic Dark Templar play. This probe's so ready. So fucking ready right now. This probe is amped up to make a Dark Shrine. Let's fucking go! Let's go! Give me that Dark Shrine! Let's go! You don't have the gas yet, but we're almost... There it is! Bam! Fucking Dark... Oh, what? 4 Reapers. Okay. Alright. So 4 Reapers is an interesting transition, especially because it doesn't seem... we're going to go with the mass 4 Reaper +1 attack. Definitely a very creative opener here. This is definitely a bit more unorthodox TLO-esque build, obviously, that we're seeing. With the Mass Reaper +1 into factory transition. Definitely pretty common here, as we see a lot of the time in the Antarctic meta. Very competitive. That Zealot, is it going to get vision? He might have caught a glimpse, a whisper of the Reapers. But we're going to have to see. There's no turret at the front. There's a turret in the net. In the mineral line. But is there going to be anything to defend? The Dark Shrine has completed, but all the DTs have been warped in on the opposite side. He scans, he sees a Stalker, and he sees a Dream. But he's not producing any units at the same time. There's a pylon at the front. The wall will be torn down. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall as the DTs rip through. This barracks a much more tantalizing target than actually killing SCVs because fuck that noise. The Reapers are at the back. The micro is all off the charts. But you know what Reapers do not counter is mothership cores and apparently fucking probes with tasers. And it looks like the DTs are going to be making their way through. There's next to nothing left on the table, on the deck. You might be able to see them, but killing them is another motherfucking West Side story. And yeah, this game's... Yep, those are DTs. He confirms with the scan. Unfortunately, he can't kill the DTs. And the game's super over. Alright. Yep. Alright. We're going to make our way into daybreak. The intensity mounts. Shit. And it mounts again. Double mounted. In the bottom left. In the red trunks with the drones. We have your Zerg hero, Skatsby. His opponent in the top Right of daybreak. Chicago Fire. Isn't that a soccer team? That's a soccer team, right? Or like, that's some sort of sports ball team. I'm not. Anyways. Ready for the Nexus first. This probe is so ready. Let's go. Let's go, fucking Nexus. Let's go. Let's go. I'm getting dizzy. You're getting dizzy. We're all getting dizzy. All right, let's do some acid. Let's get fucking... What was I doing? Making a Nexus. That's what we're all about. It's a TV show? It's a TV show and a soccer team? Wait, what? Okay. Today I learned. This is a way too dramatic for what's happening right now. But Scansby. No gas yet. 3 larvae in the bank. He's decided on some drones, and we're going for a 3rd base. What a macro player. I'm real hyped for this Terran music in this Protoss versus Zerg match. It's pretty intense. Alright? So, he could have built this to make a wall that would be a nice, tight wall. But apparently, he likes his walls a little bit looser and able to slip more things through. I don't know what kind of statement he's trying to make with that, but not a very tight wall here. So that's not really what I like to see. I like them tight, really, myself. But I guess it's personal preference. All right, we got the gas on the other side. Double gas coming up here. A Twilight Council once again. That Zealot is definitely not... He cannot hold in this scenario. I don't... Like, that's not even close to filling this gap. I don't... 190 gas in the bank. A lot of options, but none of them being taken quite yet. We got Overlord speed even before Zergling speed. So that's an interesting strategy. He's going to have all the knowledge and no... Oh, okay, here we go again. We've got a Dark Shrine on the way. When in doubt. Now, some real talk here. The best time, like, the best time to opt for the Dark Templar, what you really should be looking for when you're deciding, should I go DTs, is if you've been able to gain a lead early on, or if you're even, like you're even and the game's kind of just gone straight up and no player's really done damage, or if you're behind. So those are the best times to go for DTs. So we got 3 more gates on the way, 6 Zerglings as well with Zergling speed. As the Dark Shrine is nearing completion. No lair, no spore crawlers, so this could be slightly quick. We will have to see. All right. So he's got more gateways than LAX right now. 5 DTs will be warped in. He doesn't have enough minerals or gas. The lair is on the way. Spore crawlers as well. $18 more Zerglings. Only a single spore. Another spore is going up at the back of the main base, but that spore is not going to protect the front. The DTs are ready to slice, and they're ready to dice. And they are not going to be very nice to the latter points of this Zerg player over here on the opposite of the right. Or, you see, the spore thrower is going to go down. He can target the lair as well. It's being targeted. Will he have enough time to make it overseer? The lair will finish. But... and the game ends! DT is obviously a strong choice, as we see in these early game strategies. Alright. Looks like we've got a clan match here. We've got an X-Just practice match, I assume. In the top left hand corner, it is X-Just Jordan X from the X-Just X clan. Who would have guessed? In the top right, though, it's gonna be from the X-Just X clan as well. Hyper. What a showdown. What a battle of champions we're gonna see here today. Bow, bow, bow. We've already got one SCV coming out, a second SCV coming out. What could this mean? What could this mean? I don't know. Two gates on the way. Why are there two SCVs? He's going to his base with him. Oh, and he takes the gas! What a player! The disrespect! And then he just kind of lets him in. Also a proxy barracks. Just icing on the cake. Bow, 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 bow. I'm sorry, I'm just jamming out to this Terra music so hard. I want to go liberate an oppressed planet or some shit right now when I'm listening to this. Alright. Oh, and the probe's coming back. And will they finish it off? He's going for the gas, but that's first blood! 200 extra minerals going to that probe for picking up first blood. Very important. And that way his rank is going to be increased from probe to disciple, thereby allowing him to mine 10% faster. But meanwhile, he's been mining gas, but why? As apparently we have like a quadruple Rex play coming in here. As the Marines are coming up. He's going for the SCV, but the Marines are stepping forward. They're stepping too, and the Stalker is trying to step back, but they're not doing enough. Also, this is boring, so I want to, go back with the music. The triple pylon block at the top of the ramp, but there's no mothership core. He has enough money, he has enough motivation, but will he build it in time? This is a beautiful defense, but the worker count? 17 to 23. All our Protoss player needs to do is hold. But he doesn't have a mothership core. He needs that mothership core. He's going to be able to break through the pylons. The Stalker micro is on point. The bunker not going to happen for obvious reasons. He's warping in at, like, the worst possible location he could ever warp in. Down goes one pylon, but the power is not stopped yet. Whoa! Okay. I don't know why that scared me. Like, it's Marines out of nowhere. How did he get those Marines in there? Fucking hell. Oh, back it up, back it up. Oh, it doesn't really matter. He has more Stalkers and a mothership core. At this point, I think it's going to be just about GG as Hyper is going to be able to take out Jordan here. The cheese has failed. This is not a common threat. This is not something we've been seeing. Cheese does not fail. Cheese succeeds, but it looks like we've had a solid defense. The hard wall of pylons. And what is there back at home? There's not even a bunker. A single Marine against the world? This is not Rambo. All right? It's not going to be enough. This is not the Terminator. He is but a tribute. And GG. As LOL. Who would think these pixels would do so much damage? But what an intense match though. What a match. Is this the wrong one? Did I open up the wrong one? Let me see. Yep. We already saw this one. Alright. We've got Roberty Bob versus Zardilior. What sick names, by the way. Oh, shit! Oh, here we go! Here we go! Right off the bat, he's going to lift. He's going to the gold. We got a gold digger. Why are you going there? That's not where you want to be. I'm not... Okay, he's redirected himself, but he does even lift. Roberty Bob in the top left-hand corner. He hasn't figured it out yet, and of course, why would he have? But Zardilia is in the blue. And, of course, lifting to start. He does even lift. It's Roberty Bob coming up. Oh, shit. Here we go, boys. Oh, my God. Taking it from the top. Now we got a match on our hands. It might be a mirror matchup, but these are very different styles and strategies. We have an LCV scout. Will he notice? Let's take a look at that vision. Out of Zardilio. He should be able to get vision. He sees it. But did he see it? Oh, wait. Up! And there's... What? Why are the barracks here? Anyway, it doesn't matter. The two racks on the low ground. Will he go to Reapers? We're going to find out. He forces one of the SCVs off the production line. Oh, he's going for the kill. Will he be able to pick up those first blood minerals? The SCV goes around, he dances, but he gets cut down in his prime. And this SCV, understanding and regretting what he has done, will allow himself to be executed. Justice is finally served. But will that be enough for the families, the wife, the children of that first SCV, the world, and in fact habitation station as well, are a terrifying place. All right. Will he actually go for an explo? I don't think so. I don't think Zardillier has it in him. We have a starport on the way. A Hellion. And Marines are being produced. And now, of course, Robberty Bob is expanding to his natural. Because why wouldn't you? Two Reapers on the way. A tech lab as well. Robberty Bob building up a strong infrastructure. No orbital command, though. That lack of a mule is going to affect the incomes. Of course, a gold base, for those of you who do not know, each time an SCV returns those minerals is 7 minerals instead of 5. But it starts with the same amount of minerals. And also a gold base only has 6 patches as opposed to 8, so that means it takes less workers to mine the same amount you'd mine from a blue base. But you mine out faster. That is the difference. The potential income of a gold base ramps up faster, but has the same overall income as a blue base when fully saturated. For those of you that do not know. But we have Zardillier with a strong tech army, whereas on the other side, tech labs, combat shields, and a strong bio army out of Robberty Bob. Bow, bow. The combat shield's not quite done yet, but these are all going to be done down in the streets. Zardillier finds himself severely behind on supply. Continuing to build Reapers. I don't know if I can recommend that. The ring around the add-ons is happening, but I think he's messed up his hotkeys a bit, as this barracks and this factory are still lifted. Alright, the reactor on the way. The Hellions in still producing Reapers, but he's going to have to use those grenades. I don't know if it's going to be enough. As the bio just kind of fucking walks up and kills everything. So no, it's not going to be enough. The very simple answer is no, it's not. Alright. He's just gonna kind of die. Beautiful. Don't worry, he's got Hellbats though. The SCVs are off the line. The boys are pulled. The struggle is real. This barracks is the most dangerous thing to happen since literally anything else. And the game has ended. What a match. What a back and forth slugfest that was right there. What an experience. All right, we got one more. We got one more match from Winter Rage. And Mort. Winter Rage. I was drawn to this match for some reason or another. All right. In the north. The king in the north. It is Winter. In the south. It is Mort. And this Terran versus Terran, a lot of TVT. Surprisingly high amount. but we've got depots on the other side. Once again, we have a quick SCV out on the map. I've noticed this, at least the shift queue is being used, right? At least you're using it. So, you got that going for you. Alright, the SCV gonna get full vision of everything there is to see, which is not very much because we're a minute and 20 seconds into the goddamn game. Alright. What? Is he talking about himself, or is he talking about his opponent? I have no idea. I have a feeling. I have a gut feeling he's talking about himself. But who knows? Especially considering his build, which is not so much of a build as an artistic impression of what a build would look like if you had no idea what it was. No orbital command yet, because he doesn't like money, making him not a real person. On the other side, though, we got a factory. We got a second rack, so it looks like we're almost at an even match. The double reactor into double depot after expand. You know, artistic impression. Oh, but the Reaper coming in. What micro? Unfortunately, he has walled out his own Marines by building depots at this time. So that's kind of slowed down his defense a bit. Yeah. The Marines are trying to move around. The Reaper has somehow racked up 2 kills, and we got a repair going on. The Marines still just trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. It's down to 15 workers now. The Marine's still kind of just fucking chilling. He could kill that Marine. But the Reaper picking up 6 kills, which is a bit more than expected in this type of situation. So that's gonna be a solid lead here for our blue player. $39 to $24 is the supply count. So a bit. Yeah. And all right, instead of expanding towards the safe base that is towards his back, he did build an orbital on the new command center. He still doesn't have an orbital on the main command center, but that's okay. A little bit of a drive-by shooting happening here. The Reaper is somehow going to survive. What a fucking miracle that is. Alright. So it looks like we have an attack follow-up coming up. He's got a tank, he's got a couple medevacs in the back, and he's got a dream. The drama. This music, I've never realized how intense the music gets sometimes. Like, besides the obviously incredible terror music. It's so good. Oh my. Dun 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 dun. If I do this, does it work? No. If I do this, will it fix it? I need better music. Give me. Now, if you do this, it actually changes the music. Not better. Oh. Boring. Let's get some intense music. Let's go. Music swells. You know what? Here we go. We're ready for the tank attack. 85 to 39 supply. Let's not pretend here. Winter is fucked. But this music is legit as shit. And that's what's important. Let's go. Alright, here we go. He's ready for the attack. Stim is not done. It's still a long way off, but it doesn't matter. The army supplies. A severe disparity. It's time to attack. Winter, where are your units? The Liberator will siege. A handful of Marines will get gunned down mercilessly. Oh, jeez. A 104 to 38 supply. And oh no, I just restarted the game. God damn it. Alright, we can watch it all happen in real time once again. Let's get that instant replay. Previously on Battlestar Galactica. This is about where we were. I'm going to assume direct control. And this is how we win, boys. Pull the boys. We did it! We defended! What a beautiful defense! What a game! What a game! Get wrecked, nerdo! What a turnaround. All right. So that was the StarCraft Bronze to Gold League Cheese Hour. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Oh, this music. Oh, that piano. All right.